Hello everyone, this is Lisa with Inspired Heart Intuitive, and here at this channel we're here to help you lead a spirit-led, whole and healed, peaceful and productive life. Well, I wanted to take just a few moments today and talk to you guys a little bit more about this spiritual ministry training course that I'm offering starting August the 4th. That's going to run 5 consecutive weeks, so 5 Saturdays. We'll be together for about 90 minutes, an hour and a half to about 2 hours each Saturday in succession, okay? This is going to be a video conferencing type situation. You'll be able to interact with myself and your other classmates all at the same time. During these 5 weeks, there's a few things we're going to go over, probably more than a few, but hey, this is going to be like that basic toolbox that you need in order to start your spiritual ministry. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about what are our gifts, how do we utilize them. You know, a lot of times you hear all these different terms thrown around, and we don't really know what those terms mean. So, you know, you could just let us know, this is what happens. I dream, I hear, I see, I this, right? Whatever the gift is, however it's manifesting within your human experience, we want to know that, and then we'll then ascertain which one or ones, because most of us possess more than one, right, that are in operation in your life. And we'll also talk about how we begin to exercise those gifts to a greater degree. How do we intentionally utilize them for the good of mankind, right? So we're going to do all that kind of introduction, talk about what does a spiritual ministry mean, things of that nature. So we're going to get that baseline. What is it? What gifts do I have? Can I get more? Can I develop more? And all that kind of great stuff. Then we're going to move into talking about exactly doing a little bit more practice, if you will, practical practice of utilizing those gifts, okay? From our intuitive gifts, if you would like to learn the tarot, we'll do some brief tarot classes. If you would like, we will talk about crystals. We'll talk about a number of things. Reiki, energy healing. We'll talk about those things, but all in the context of utilizing our gifts a little bit more, kind of honing them, exercising those muscles, and discussing the purpose of things like tarot crystals, pendulums, things of that nature. We'll discuss that as well. We're also going to talk about then spiritual law. How does the spirit realm really operate, right? You know, we have order here on earth. Is there order in the heavens? So we're going to talk about that in depth, okay? Because we don't want to be running around meddling in areas we shouldn't be, or allowing things in to our existence, right? Into our aura, into our area with us that really might not be the right thing to let in, right? So we're going to talk about putting up those spiritual boundaries, and that's part of the spiritual law conversation. Then we're going to go much, much deeper into the physical manifestations or the physical representations here on earth of the things in the spirit realm. Okay? Rituals, things of that nature, altars, all this. Why? Because we have to understand what those physical representations really mean, and hopefully move us from a place where we are relying upon them to help with the manifestation process, to we're really living in the spirit realm. And we don't need the physical in order to manifest from the spiritual. Okay? Also during that time, you know, either the 3rd week or the 4th week, we'll start talking about spiritual warfare, what that means as well, setting up your spiritual boundaries, setting up spiritual protection, and how one does that. And then the last week is really going to be about, so now what, right? We've got all of this information, all of these tools to use now. We know how to exercise our spiritual muscle. We know how to gain more muscle. So how do we use it? What does that mean? What does it look like in our lives? And we have to understand that each individual, your spiritual ministry is going to look very different from the next person's. Mine is not going to look like yours. It's not going to look like your neighbors. It's not going to look like your best friends. It's all different. We're all called to different levels, different groups of people, different methodologies. So what does it really look like, and how do we then go about starting and embarking on our spiritual ministry? So we're going to take care of all of that. All along the way, you're going to have unfettered access to myself, again, for an hour and a half to 2 hours each week. We're going to be in a video conference room. Each session will be recorded. You will have access to each session after the class is well long over. Okay? This is a fantastic course. So, you might ask, well, how much is all of this? All of this for 5 weeks of training, for 10 hours of training, is just $200. And if you think about it, there are classes where you only learn tarot for that amount of money. Okay? Or more than that, I should say. This is an opportunity to really get the foundation set so you can go out and start your spiritual ministry. This is kind of that ground level. Okay? So again, it's $200. Classes start August 4th. I would like to have all registration in by the end of this week at the absolute latest. Registration is $25, or you can pay your full tuition, your full $200 up front. Just let me know which way you need to do it. Now, how do you do that? You email me and say, Lisa, I want to be a part of this. I have a total of 10 seats available. I already have 4 spoken for, with a 5th one right around the corner. So let's just say right now we've got 5 left, potentially 6. But this is the deal. First come, first serve. So those first 4 people, they've reserved their spot. Okay? For a $25 registration fee. Now, the remainder does need to be paid. I've decided to extend that out. The remainder does need to be paid by August the 2nd, and potentially later, but we'll say by August the 2nd, I need that. Why do I need that? Because I got to know how many people are there. There are people that are already kind of like, I'm thinking about it, and I want to be able to give them the opportunity to say, hey, you know what, somebody dropped out, can you come on and do this, okay? Are you available to do it now? So, $200, you can pay it all up front right now. You can pay $25 now to reserve your spot, and the remainder of the $175 by August the 2nd, okay, of 2018. This is going to be an exciting time. This is the inaugural class. After this, we are going to go step by step, level by level, up and up, okay? So you want to get in on the ground right now. $200, guys. To get me for 10 hours, that's pretty awesome, okay? So, reach out to me, heartofinspiration18@gmail.com. Please come to my lives when you get the opportunity. I love to see you. I love to chit-chat with you. Love to pull for you. If you want a personal reading, all that information is down below as well. But again, you guys, I know there's so many of you out there that are light workers that have been looking for something like this, looking for someone who's been in ministry for over 20 plus years, like myself, and that has done it all and seen it all. Well, almost all of it, right? You know, I've seen the pitfalls of spiritual ego. I've seen the pitfalls of, you know, dating somebody that you're ministering to, or dating a fellow minister that you're working very closely with. I've seen all those things, right? I've seen where the ego just takes over, and unfortunately then, you know, the love and the light goes out. And I've seen people end up meddling in spirit realms that they had no business, and their whole life turned to crap. I've seen all of it. And I know how to navigate the minefields. My job, my role, my purpose is to help train up light workers, to get you guys a great foundation, and then send you out into the world to do your work. Always having a safe place to call home and come back to. So, fellow tribe members, if this resonates with you and this is just, you're like, please, yes. I got 10 spots, guys. Actually, I have 5. Okay, well, we'll call it 6 because I don't have the 25. 6 spots left. I'd like to get these all done and registered up by Friday. 6 spots by Friday. Everybody paid in full by August 2nd. Okay? Thank you guys so, so very much for taking the time to watch this video. Truly do appreciate it. I'll be in touch very soon. And again, thank you guys. I really, really, really do enjoy all of our moments together. So until the next time I see you, peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Namaste, my friends. Bye-bye.